Warning, the following contains material that may be too disturbing to some people. Descriptions of violence, mature situations, and adult themes. This is intended for mature audiences. Viewer discretion is advised. I leapt headfirst into the black, searching for answers. I found only more questions. My memories fade with each step. I feel a weight. It's so heavy. I find nothing. And here in darkness, I awaken for the first time. My skin is on fire. My lungs ache for air. My body's too weak to stand. To fight back. The pain pierces every thought. Death would be a kindness that I do not deserve. Let me die broken.
Well, it depends on what you want to do.
Welcome, everybody, to Broken, episode 47. How's everybody doing? You guys all doing all right?
Doing pretty good.
Yes, we're all very sleep deprived today.
Yep.
But it's good to see you guys. I'm glad we're hanging out. So welcome guys to our sci-fi tabletop RPG series, where there's weirdness going on all the time. Oh geez, I gotta remember how to stream. So why don't we do this? We'll do some quick shout outs, announcements, and then we'll introduce everybody, and then we'll talk about what happened previously and where we're at now in the game, shall we? So first thing on the docket, you guys, the Discord is free. It's public. You can jump in and see all the chaos memes these guys are about to post, because this crew goes heavy in the chaos. And you can ask lore questions and stuff if you want to do that. The link's in the description below. If you're watching on YouTube. For Twitch, it's in the chat now. Yeah, do it. It's free. You can jump in here and say things. And see memes, of course, the most important thing. Let's see here. You can also fuel up our resident murder hobo with some coffee at buymeacoffee.com/broken dank. Here's the link for that. Hey, the memes have started. I see Nos. I see Nos in the chaos. That is where it belongs, to be fair. All right. Cool. Thank you, guys. And you can head over to twitter.com/sketchingspace to give your favorite enigmas a follow. Say hi to Gerbs while you're over there and check out the awesome art. And of course, you can also head over to Ace and Wands Designs on Instagram, TikTok, and coffee.com. And show Joanne some love too. You can catch her on Monday on our Forest of Flesh D&D 5e game. And of course, she did the art for Cassidy, who you'll see in just a minute here. Well, almost feels like I feel like I got into a good rhythm with the shout outs there. It feels like maybe I've been doing this for 4 or 5 years.
Wow, holy crap.
It's about time we had a professional stream, isn't that right? Well,
maybe.
Would be a shame if a whole group of players just messed that up.
Whoa, Ramblin, don't get ahead of yourself. It's only been 5 minutes. Speaking of professional streamers, let's go around and introduce everybody and their character and see how everybody's doing. So we will start with the usual, our friendly neighborhood murder hobo. I almost said
recovering murder hobo.
I almost said Spider-Man.
Could you imagine?
That would
No,
be
I don't
terrifying.
Just swinging around, clobbering people with a guitar.
With great power
that's
comes great unpredictability.
You can see in that.
I mean,
You're welcome.
give Cassidy enough inspiration and time.
Ow.
The Danny DeVito gif is so good. All right. Well, I'm sorry. I was introducing Dank. Dank, how are you? How are things? How do I?
Things
There we go.
are good. We're about to pull off a heist for an anomalous painting. We've got some backing from our friends in the flooded countries. We didn't quite live up to their standards, unfortunately, as we are a group of ragtag gremlins with murderous intent. But it is what it is. We're going to try to be better people from here on out. Emphasis on the try.
Well, it's okay. I mean, maybe I was a little hard on you about this. I mean, the show is called Broken. It's about broken people.
This is true.
So,
but just because you're broken doesn't mean you can't get better.
That's true. Cool. Well, thank you, Dank. Let's see here. Up next, we've got the both of them, Gerblin, playing the Enigmas for you. Enigma and Amagine, the collective. How's it going, Gerbs?
Oh, it goes. I think both of them are going to be quite happy to get out of this workshop and potentially away from these quite intimidating, if not somewhat terrifying, babies that have been, there.
They're less scary now.
This is true. They are less scary.
Derrin refurbished them so we can take them with us.
This is true.
Gave them a nice coat of reality paint.
Look like a person. Yeah.
No. Just glamify them.
Yeah.
They're much more glamorous now. This is true. Which makes them less terrifying. Yeah, but they're ready to get this heist underway and see what this whole endeavor has in store for them.
Right on. Well, thank you, Gerblin. Up next, we've got Mori playing Cassidy for you guys, the mother of those said babies. How's it going, Mori?
It's a good one. I got permission to bring him along. Derrin gave him a nice new coat of paint, so they looked nice. So she's happy.
Yeah, they'll blend right in with the Chuck E. Cheese band.
Oh my god.
Oh, I'm sure it'll be fine. They definitely won't snap and murder somebody. Well, best of
We're only
luck.
bringing part of the crew, though.
Fair enough. Well, thank you.
Narcissus also joined the group, too.
True. Maybe I should get her token on this screen for the time being, actually. Let me do that. Let me do that right now.
And she has made no such promise about behaving. You'll have fun with that.
They'll get smacked the fuck up, bet.
Let's see here. Here we go.
No, I'm just playing.
Are you though? I mean, Party Mom will wreck some absolute chaos.
You right.
So, why don't you tell us a little bit about what's been going on with Narcissa?
Well, they found out Narcissa isn't whole anymore last episode. Naela attempted to intimidate her about lack of trust, which didn't exactly work. Got invited along to join the heist and met them up at Cassidy's warehouse, where she met up with Dank. It was pretty much the only reason that she's there.
Yeah.
And then filled them in a little bit on Europa.
Yeah, I mean, you've sort of happened upon these folks by circumstance, I guess, in Sim. And I guess you were like, what, taking refuge here, hiding? Is that the idea? Well, the Enki are here now. You know all about that, but you also you saw a familiar face in this crew. A couple of familiar faces, I guess, actually. And ended up getting involved. Okay, cool. Well, thank you. Thank you, Mori. Up next, we've got Caitlin playing Naela for you guys. Caitlin, how are things with Naela? You've had a pretty eventful session recently, huh?
Yeah, Naela got to travel through a quite disturbing memory. Where she was trapped in the dark, being chased by cannibals. And then she woke up. And then I get told that one of my own almost caused Verona a concussion. And
I regret nothing.
And I get told that a heist is about to happen. And then literally out of nowhere, I just pop into existence, and there I am standing in front of a weird abandoned warehouse. And I'm not stupid. Dank often hangs around weird abandoned warehouses or bunkers. So I said, okay, we're going in. And then I met up with everybody.
Yeah. All right.
Surprise, it's not Dank.
As far as everyone knows, Naela is fine.
Everything's fine.
And as is usual, you leave them alone for 5 minutes, and craziness is
We didn't blow anything up this time.
Yeah, I guess that's true. You didn't blow anything up.
Yet.
Yet.
Yes.
Yeah. We'll see how long.
Dank,
that
please don't blow up
lasts.
my workshop.
I will try not to.
Thank you, Caitlin. And last but not least, we've got Zach playing Derrin for you guys. Zach, how is Derrin doing?
He is confused as to exactly how like the thing is going, because usually his things are a little bit more planned out. This is kind of a fly by the seat of my pants moment here, but it's not bad.
Right on. Glad to hear it. You've been unlocking your god powers in the simulation. Good job. Okay. Well, why don't we just bring you guys back over to the screen we left off on here. So yeah, you guys. Oh, that's not the right one. This one. So you guys are still at this warehouse. You're prepping for this heist. I know that there was talk about perhaps like using the vents to get in. I know a couple folks had mentioned that Douglas and their crew could be involved going after this artifact as well, perhaps. So, do you guys remember exactly where we left off? As I'm having a like the exact
Naela
point.
was demanding from Cassidy what she had done.
Okay, all right.
Rhoda.
Yes, the explanation of the stapler incident.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because you could have you could potentially have had some extra help here, but they're a little
Cassidy was like trying to brush it off.
They're a little caught up with dealing with an injury you might have given to one of their most powerful vagabonds.
Here.
Yeah. All right, cool. Well, yeah, we can fade back in on that. Yeah, with Naela demanding that.
Yeah, just kind of looking directly at Cassidy with one eyebrow raised of, what have you done?
Cassidy is like, has her back turned, like, looking animatedly at the Glamrocks, like, don't you two look fantastic?
Cassidy.
He was like pointedly ignoring Naela.
Can someone explain to me exactly what happened?
Silence from the rest of the party.
Narcissa is like covering her hand to hide a laugh.
Yeah, the two robots.
I don't know that any of us technically have any idea.
She deserved it.
What did she do?
Acting like you being stuck was no big deal.
I appreciate you for caring about my safety and well-being, but physical violence doesn't always solve our problems.
Maybe she should dodge better.
We're gonna get nowhere with this conversation. If we're gonna get help from them, you're gonna have to apologize and mean it. I'm alive. I'm
Hell, I'm
well.
apologizing to them.
Do you want more allies or do you want more enemies? Sometimes you have to swallow your pride and do things that you don't necessarily want to, but it is the right thing to do.
Last I checked, I haven't broken any of their rules.
You hurt one of their own. We could have used their help with this.
And they were treating like you being lost in the Dreadlands was no big deal.
People are allowed to make mistakes.
Mistakes? Sure. Fatal ones are another story. Fatal ones you don't just shrug off and say, oh well.
Look, I appreciate you. I do. And I appreciate that you truly care and that you do have my back. But we need more people on our side than we need them against us.
They do nothing but hide. What good can they do?
Give us information, give us insight, give us advice. All of that
Play
we
our
can
cards
use
right.
to our
Give us-
advantage. Go ahead.
If we play our cards right, we could get access to the flooded countries without having to fight our way in.
They've already said they don't want us in there.
Based on prior judgments, if we play it cool from here on out, they might change their tune.
Once I fix the circle, I don't care.
Once you fix the circle, you don't have to come back out to the flooded countries if we don't feel like it. However, we're here now. They need our help, and to be quite honest, we need theirs.
I will if she does.
Perhaps this is a conversation for another time.
Aren't we on some sort of timetable for that? You know, this whole heist thing.
Yeah, we should probably get going.
Narcissa would turn towards Dank and go, "What exactly are we taking?"
Well, it's an anomalous item, similar to some of the things that I have on me, but not from me. It's an item of potential power that we can't allow to fall into the hands of the enemy.
What form is it taking?
According to our intel, it's taking the form of a painting.
Interesting.
Narcissa, make a roll. This would be intelligence, history, something along those lines. Maybe even religion.
I don't have anything for that. It's just going to be a straight roll.
Is this something only she can do?
I think so right now.
Woo!
Okay. So you've been around a while. You might have heard of something like this in your various dealings with Enki in the past. There's a lot of speculation on the purpose of Sims. They've been around. Well, they used to be thought of as other worlds in primitive times, and by Nibiru standards. But as they've been studied more and more, people have come to realize that they're not. They're simulations. Most people kind of recognize that. But they've been around for all of known history. Don't really know if they were made by people or whatever came before, maybe a previous flicker, something along those lines. But these Sims have been known to contain things, to house things, powerful secrets, innate knowledge of the true purpose and workings of Nibiru or its specific mechanics of it. Things like Europa, for example. It sounds like that's what this is, what this painting is. It's taking the form of a painting in Sim, and it could be a weapon. It could be powerful secret knowledge that hasn't been acquired by anyone yet. And typically this stuff, when it shows in Sim, it does so in a sort of, what's the word I'm looking for? Like serendipitous way. Like, sometimes it only reveals itself when it's needed, for example. Or maybe it only reveals itself to a specific person. Things like that, or under a specific phrase, or something along those lines. The conditions vary depending on the sort of artifact that it is, and most of them that have been found, their exact contents or use or meaning would be kept highly guarded, especially by like the Enki, for example.
So it would be safe for her to assume, judging by the appearance of the anomaly and the rough time frame that she can assume that the group has appeared, has probably appeared because of the group.
Well, yeah, and I think Verona and Flint and their crew were basically saying the same thing. I think Zephyr mentioned it out loud, that it wasn't something that they had noticed until you guys arrived, or something like that.
Right, but Narcissa wouldn't have that knowledge of Zephyr in the group.
Yeah. Fair enough.
So it sounds like something has chosen one of y'all.
Looks at Dank.
Maybe.
Anomalies can be a wide variety of things. Can be, and she motions towards Dank weapons. They can be knowledge as well. They can be a wide variety of things. Enki likes to keep them under a tight lid. And likes to try to get them first.
I honestly believe this anomalous item might be more related to Derrin than it would be to me.
Did you all appear at the
I don't
same
have any
time?
of those.
Yeah, roundabouts.
To be
Then it could be-
technical, Ernest was first.
You can see like Narcissa's cheek twitch when she says that name.
And then Cassidy was next, and then apparently I was.
With the quick succession, it really could be anyone in the group, though. I've been here for quite a while, so probably not me.
Who's to say it's just one person?
I mean, readings on the item didn't spike and become noticeable until Derrin started activating his innate abilities.
That's true.
I have
Plus-
a feeling we probably won't really know until we start interacting with the anomaly itself.
Let's go and do that then.
How are we supposed to get in?
So, since this thing seems to be with a museum, and you seem to be in a hurry, I take it a name showed up? And she's like looking in Dank's direction.
You said a what showed up?
A name.
Something like that, yeah. We're not the only ones going after this item.
Who's Dank?
Out of character. What the hell was that Dreamlander asshole's name?
Douglas.
Douglas.
Yeah.
So we are currently on a time crunch competing with Douglas to see who gets this first.
Dank sees a very familiar twisted grin spread on her face.
About time that
Well.
asshole got what was coming to him.
If I wasn't invested before, I certainly am now.
Glad to hear it.
I want a couple in before you kill him.
I appreciate your confidence in my abilities, but we are kind of in his domain. Killing him will
And-
not be an easy task.
And once you boot him out of here, he'll be in mine.
Fair enough. All right, so the initial plan was to sneak in using janitorial uniforms, right?
Sounds about right.
And then we were going to have
Yeah,
another group
yeah.
go in through the vents.
Yeah.
If I recall, you were going to go in the off hours. Is that right? Like you weren't going to go in while there was an exhibit going on. You were going to try to hit it beforehand.
Yeah, and we had Flint set up to provide the uniforms. Is that right?
If so,
I think so. Yeah, maybe.
I remember the stuff with events. I don't remember the uniform bit, but if you did, then that can be arranged. Yeah. I didn't remember the uniforms thing. But if that's something that happened, people speak up.
Does anybody else remember that?
I don't specifically, unfortunately. I remember we were gonna try and get. Oh wait, I thought we were gonna get stuff here for uniforms.
I was about to say, I remember talking about uniforms, but I don't remember if we were getting them at Cassidy's place or if you got Flint to do them.
I don't remember either. We can just say we were going to do it here.
Because she would have had the jumpsuits and stuff to look like handyman and things.
Yeah, that's what I think we were planning
I
on.
think that was the session I was gone, so I have no idea.
Yeah, I think it was too.
Okay. Well, I have no reason to not believe Dank. So we can say you had made arrangements with Flint to get them to you. In which case, maybe he would organize like a drop location where you could pick them up nearby or something.
Sounds good.
Actually, I've got just the guy in mind. Remember your friend Wyatt?
Yeah, Wyatt.
Oh, Wyatt.
Yeah, let's
Poor
wake
baby, how's he
him.
doing?
Well, Flint's been keeping in contact with him, or at least keeping tabs on him. And has.
If they go to.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say if they go to walk anywhere, Narcissa would like wrap her arm around Dank's. Like, you know how couples walk?
Yeah.
Be doing that.
So maybe you can either pick them up from his radio station, or he would arrange for him to meet you at like a public park or something, you know?
I don't know if Dank and the Enigmas can go back to the fucking studio.
Yeah,
I don't know if we can go back.
The rest of the crew
Oh,
can, though.
yeah, because the cops.
Well, I can just have Derrin update my wardrobe. Problem solved.
I can just see like Narcissa tease him like, you are looking a little scruffy there, dear.
Yeah.
Scruffy ass motherfucker.
Ain't scruffy. All part of the costume.
Pre-costume.
All right. I guess Wyatt would contact us stating that the stuff was ready and that we were either going to pick it up or at a drop or meet him somewhere to pick it up.
Yeah, he sends you a text and says he says I'm not sure who this is, but I was told to meet you. at a public park. And he like gives you the address. And he says, I have a package for you. And there's like a question mark.
Excellent. Send the location. I'll be right there.
Yeah, he sends you like a GPS coordinate tag or whatever.
Cool. Plug it into Google Maps and see how far away it is from here.
Yeah, it's actually a familiar spot. It's near the
Near the sub.
yeah, well, yeah, exactly, yeah. It's like in
Oh
the
my
it's
god.
like in the
In the
park.
memorial park
Yeah.
right nearby.
Yeah,
Oh
exactly.
my god.
It's great.
Are you gonna tell Narcissa you got a sub, by the way? Or are you
No,
just
I'd
gonna let
rather
that
just surprise her with it when we get there. Ta-da! It's gonna be great.
Look at what I
Careful.
have.
All right, we're gonna load up in the slightly dinged SUV and head over to that park.
Alrighty. Let's see here. Okay, let me copy you guys. We bring in the monstrosities. I mean, the
The children can ride in the back. There's plenty of cargo.
Babies are coming.
All right, so
We got third row seating.
we grab everybody and we roll over to the park here. Oh, wrong thing.
Conspiracy theory man is gonna have a field day.
I just hope he doesn't have a heart attack.
Yeah.
He's been stalking me since LA.
can.
He's gonna, or since Las Vegas. He's gonna have a field day. He's gonna think it's a Christmas.
Yeah,
Once
but
he
he's
gets
also going to
everything
see
again.
me, the man who
Yes.
held him at gunpoint in his radio signal.
So yeah, you guys roll up to this park, and yeah, he's like sitting on a bench, looking at the water. Maybe it's near the sub, maybe it's not. And yeah, you see him sitting there at a bench. And he's kind of like looking around, really conspicuously. You know, he's got like
He's so obvious.
yeah, he's got like
He
like
was not built to do this.
No.
sort of like a duffel bag, a black duffel bag, like sitting under the seat he's sitting on, the bench he's sitting on.
That's really sus, bruh.
I'm gonna walk up to the part of the bench behind him because I'm assuming it's like a double back bench. Get the front and the back. I'm gonna have
Narcissa's with you. She still got your arm.
gonna have my hat pulled down real low and my sunglasses on. Sit on the bench behind him.
Yeah, do you sneak? Do you try to get there without him seeing you?
Absolutely, yes.
All right, yeah. Make a
Stealth roll.
yeah.
1 sec.
You let Narcissa know you're doing this before you do this, or do you just leave her?
I like look at her and I'm like, shh, this is gonna be hilarious.
Okay.
Oh my god, what?
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 What the
How
fuck?
is that possible? Oh my
That
god.
is impossible. What the hell?
I thought
Wow.
no.
I'm gonna go ahead and
Is that
re-roll
real?
that.
Is that
That can't be real. I did the dice roller roll instead of like the character sheet roll.
I don't know.
Right.
Jesus.
All right, so you're spending influence points to reroll.
Yeah, that's
It's like-
insane.
That is kind of crazy. All ones.
That's still really bad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a success, but
Tech-
Jesus.
Yeah.
Technically a success, the most important kind of success. Okay, it's a lot better than all ones on a
Like
64.
what? You fucking explode into vision. You become super obvious.
Yeah, I don't. That's what are the odds?
Just like
Uh,
trips
You
on
know
the
what? I
benches and
could
knocks them
just
both
take
into the
that.
water.
That shit
That's
would
a-
be funny.
You know what? No. I'm gonna negate the reroll. Take that.
you're gonna take the.
I'm going to become outrageously non-stealthy.
They both just like fall in the water.
I mean, it is the worst.
It's
possible,
1 in 720 odds.
It's the worst possible roll you can make, Dank.
Keep it.
I want you to understand that on a critical failure, you lose a point in that skill, right? Like you get a -1 to that skill, right?
Ooh, yeah, no, I'll take the reroll then. I don't want to. Wait,
You
is
can
it
always
permanent,
get
not a
it
memory?
back.
Sorry, what, Dank?
No, it's a memory.
It's a memory. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I could put that in the bullet and fuck up Douglas even worse.
Yeah.
All right, so you're taking the -1 to stealth.
I'm taking
memory.
it and then immediately just yeeting it into the bullet,
Okay. I mean, I guess yeah.
dropping
you
me
can do
down 2 more influence points than what I would have spent if I just re-rolled it.
that.
But F that guy in particular.
Yeah, no, this guy's gonna have a really bad time.
Aren't those benches also like right next to the water?
yeah, that's what's.
There's like a
what do
thing
you-
in front of it.
What do you think's gonna happen? Mori is reading my mind already. So yeah,
You
they,
just want to yeet me into the
they
ocean.
just, like,
Thanks for it.
Swan dive into the
so
into the water.
so
I was
Dank-
thinking I'd like sneeze and fall over or something.
no, you're
Well, with how
falling,
bad it is, I can almost see him taking Wyatt with you.
you're falling in, for sure.
Okay.
So Dank goes, watch, this is gonna be hilarious. And then he walks towards the bench, and when he's about to like go to sit down, he stumbles and starts to fall towards the water. Now the water is like 10 feet from where the bench is sitting at least, probably. So there's a moment where it's like, okay, he's clearly gonna recover. But no, he doesn't. He doesn't recover. And like he falls more and goes over the railing and falls into the water. There's a splash. Of course, Wyatt sees you right before you fall in, recognizes you, and jumps up and with like this alerted, scared look on his face and starts looking around. He probably sees the rest of you standing nearby. I mean, there's 2 giant metal
Oh, yeah.
robots with you.
Yeah, I think-
Is like doubled over, clutching her middle, laughing her ass off for like a solid minute before she goes over to help Dank out of the water. Still laughing.
Yeah.
I think both the Enigmas were like not that far behind, and they both just like on either side of White. They're just both like, sup.
I'm pretty sure Naela almost pisses herself from laughing so hard.
Yeah. Wyatt's already like sweating. He looks kind of clammy. His hair is even more greasy than usual and slicked back and a little bit unkempt. He's got bags under his eyes. And it's kind of hard to see with the sunglasses on, but you can see just enough of his face to make out these dark bags under his eyes. And he reaches into his vest and grips something. And sees the group of you, and his eyes go wide, and he backs up from you all towards the edge where Dank fell, and he yells over the edge into the water. Are you okay? He's like
Just
looking.
like sputtering and climbing up over the pier, looking at Narcissa. Told you it'd be hilarious.
You didn't lie!
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine.
She's like reaching out a hand in his direction.
I let her help me up. I look at Wyatt and I say, while just like completely dripping, I hear you have a package for me.
Oh, see you again.
Yeah. Sorry about earlier, buddy. How you holding up?
fine. Fine. I was thinking about. I don't really want to work in the radio business. I mean,
What? Dude, you've
It's-
got a great voice for it.
it's just it's a little bit too much, and I like being alive and not having government agents break into my office and try to murder me.
Have you considered pirate radio?
Still trackable.
Well,
And that's
less
Cassidy from the
trackable.
back.
I mean,
And infinitely more rewarding.
what? Okay, what are you talking about? Like, what was it? Like Mi Amigo or something? Like,
Yeah, like illegally broadcast.
well, I mean, I guess it's not a bad idea. I mean, it would
That
be
way
so-
you're not being held to an agenda. You can speak your mind, have your own topics.
Yeah, but something like that
Oh.
hasn't really been properly done since the 60s, right? Like, I mean, there was that boat off the coast of, was it Felixstowe or something?
Yeah.
You know,
Radio Caroline,
from
right?
my notes, I
Yeah,
had a
that's the one.
much different picture of you.
Me.
Yeah,
Is this Narcissa talking?
Cassidy.
Yeah, he says, wait a second. You're that lady, right? From the papers,
Kept pounding me back in Vegas.
yeah, okay. Wait, what are you doing here? Wait.
I could ask you the same thing.
He looks over to Dank. He says, "Do you know this?" Or
Yeah. I mean, this is part of the reason why I hijacked your broadcast. Needed to get a message out so I can get everybody together.
Oh,
Sorry
wow.
he traumatized you.
Yeah, the other part of the reason was those agents were already on their way there before I even got there. Had I not did what I did, everybody who was in that room would have been dead.
What? Why?
Conspiracies
Assholes.
abound, my friend. Conspiracies abound.
People who are searching for power.
Wait, I'm so confused. So, you're not a serial child murderer?
Oh, I definitely am. And she just like grins maliciously at him, like the canary style.
Yeah,
He's-
he kind of like puts he kind of like starts to back away from you guys. I think a little bit. Yeah, I think he just.
We don't
kinda-
mean you harm.
Yeah, I mean, you say that, but look, I did what I was supposed to do. I brought you those damn uniform things from, what was it, like Halloween Express or something?
Thank you.
You got his cheap jumpsuits? Like, she looks insulted.
Well, it just so happens they look a lot like the ones that, well, I got a picture of what they were supposed to look like, and it looks pretty much identical.
Yeah. Similar uniforms, sure, a tenth of the cost.
This is better than the stuff I usually wear.
Look, I even took them to
Material.
my own tailor, and it had custom name tags put on them. I mean, they're random names, but
Does one say Scruffy?
sure, yeah, one of them can say Scruffy.
Perfect.
The janitor from Futurama.
Well, you're appreciated.
Yeah, definitely, man. Above and beyond.
Right. Well, okay, I'll just leave now with my life, and here's hoping I never see you crazy people again.
You
We'll be in
probably
touch.
will.
Wouldn't count on it.
We'll be in touch.
Please,
Ready?
please don't.
Add his face to the catalog.
Leave him alone.
We've been assigned to him anyways. Might as well remember his face to track him
Oh
later.
man, why does it do the music?
That's okay. Face added to database. Mother.
There.
Thank you, sweetheart.
I got it fixed now. Yeah, he starts to walk away slowly, like facing you, backing up. And after he gets like 20 paces away, he just bolts. Just starts sprinting away from you guys.
We've traumatized that poor man.
It'll be all right.
Yeah.
Builds character.
Yeah, he'll be fine. He's not going insane.
Okay,
He
that's what
totally
Ohio does to you,
is.
anyways.
Right. We're
Yeah.
all mad here.
He must be drinking the water.
I mean, Dank just jumped headfirst into it.
Does
Yeah.
not taste great, let me tell you.
Why would you
The
drink
water
it?
in your hometown is bad. You think I had a choice? I fell in there. Did you not see that?
Why are you opening your mouth as you fall in, stupid?
Hey, mistakes were made, all right?
Clearly.
Dank pulls out the horribly cursed bullet and infuses it with a bad memory.
All right.
Makes it even more cursed.
Yeah. What all negative effects does
When
the
did
bullet
you
have
do that,
now?
Dank?
Is you,
Like Narcissa watches him.
Let's see, it's got -2 to concentration, -1 to forming new memories, and -1 to stealth.
okay.
Jesus
Alright.
Christ.
It's like is it Skyrim or Oblivion where you can make your own poisons?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool. Sorry, Maury, what were you saying?
Narcissa was asking Dank when he learned to do that.
Yeah, what does it look like when you do this, Dank?
Let me find what it says in the book here. Give me 1 second. It's like you guys have seen the Harry Potter movies, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
You know when they do like
Mhm.
the memory transfer, like the silvery strands into the basin kind of thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks
Offensives.
kind of like that.
Yeah, okay, I like that. That's pretty cool.
Except since these are negative memories, I'm assuming they're more of like a dark, kind of murky color.
Yeah. I like it.
Well, with Narcissa, since it's her sight that's gone, it's probably the noises that are with it. If she's hearing.
Fork stuck in the garbage disposal and nails on chalkboard.
Gross.
We've all let a
You get what
fork
I'm
get
saying.
stuck in the garbage disposal once or twice, right?
No.
Unfortunately.
It's a great way to blow a breaker.
It really is.
That is not what I thought you said.
What did you think I said?
It's me, I think.
Yeah, it's Ramblin.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna totally ignore that. Okay, so you guys got your uniforms.
Cassidy is salty about them. I have a question about that. Are we one short?
Yeah.
I mean, one of us is short, yes.
Well, no, because...
Several of us are.
Well, I mean, count-wise, are we one short? Because when they originally made it, y'all didn't have Narcissa in the group.
Yeah, it's probably.
Yeah, I would assume we're missing one.
Yeah. For
We're
sure.
gonna have to call him back.
Or just not worry about it.
Narcissa does have her lab coats.
Yeah, I mean, you could just say you're what's the term?
Restorationist or whatever.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
Maybe I forgot my badge inside. Well, Mr. High Streamlander, lead the way.
Yeah.
Probably get changed first, though.
We could probably get changed there, just, you know. But either way.
I was figuring y'all would on the way. Is there another place that y'all can?
To the tank mobile! He walks to the submarine.
Oh god, I don't know that we can take that there, but okay.
Like, Narcissa is like turning in the direction, like very confused.
You just see him walking across the gangplank onto the submarine.
Cassidy probably like takes Narcissa's hand and leads her. She can't see, Dank.
I know.
So rude.
Just leaves her all by herself.
What a strange building.
It's a sub.
Freddy looks at the water.
Are there people sleeping here too?
Not yet.
It says, hey, we'll find someone to play with. Right, Mother? And then when they get tired, we'll put them in the water so they can sleep.
Oh. You need to teach your son to not commit murder.
It's not murder when it's self-defense.
He doesn't know what self-defense is.
It is when they break into my workshop without my permission.
That's still illegal. You can't do trap setting. That doesn't count to stand your ground.
Exactly.
You can do trap setting, but you can't have it professionally installed. You have to install it yourself.
No, you still can't do that.
In Missouri, you can.
We're in Ohio.
Ohio isn't real.
The ones you broke in said they were looking for their friends. We told them we'd be their friends forever.
At least Freddy and Bonnie will talk to them first.
Wait, who are they talking to now?
They're just talking to all of you guys. Like, they're just talking about murdering these kids that broke into the that broke into the shop, saying that they were looking for their friend.
Oh. Well, I don't think anybody's going to be trying to break into the submarine, so we're good there.
He could just throws them in the oven. Yeah, that I had to air out the shop for a couple of days.
Anyways.
I had to disable the sprinkler system.
I am now concerned about having them on my submarine.
They're fine when they're
No.
supervised. It's just when you leave them unsupervised, you kind of start having issues.
You might need to teach them to behave.
This is why Foxy and Chica are still back at the shop.
Oh my god.
Just
Any
both
kind
the
of-
Enigmas watching this happen with abject concern on both of their
Yes.
faces.
Visibly.
And Cassidy is just like, this is normal. This is totally normal.
Just
Sounds
visibly
like
uncomfortable.
stress.
Everything's fine.
Fine.
Sounds
I
like
just
a
have 4 rambunctious children. Nothing's wrong.
What kind of games do you have on your submarine?
To be fair, I actually should have some board games on there. Standard
It gets
games
very
find on
boring
a
down
sub.
there.
I mean, you got chess, you got Connect 4, you've got Stratego.
Do you have Battleship?
No, that is the one game not allowed on submarine.
Why not?
I got your sub.
It says, Freddy looks down at like the gangplank that you guys are walking onto the sub with. And he says,
Board games?
Yeah.
Oh no! Don't pull the boards.
yeah,
Don't do
he's already like leaning down to like grip hold of one of the boards.
Cassidy.
And like pauses and looks at Cassidy.
Let me get off first, honey.
Which
We need this thing to
Stop.
be functional, please.
I'm fine. We're bored.
We'll get to a place soon.
Get it?
let's hurry up and change so we can get on with this heist.
All
If
right.
y'all don't hurry up, I'm changing outside.
All right, so we can jump skip you guys. So you guys change into your uniforms. Everybody except Narcissa.
Narcissa.
Gonna grab a mop bucket and a mop off the sub.
Sure.
I'm gonna grab a broom.
Okay.
Just grabs a random like toolkit.
And
Yeah,
I'll
we
grab
got
the
this.
sword.
Here to bring these things back, please.
I make no
Of course.
promises.
We get to the museum and you guys just actually clean it. You're like, oh wait, we were supposed to steal a painting.
We clean it right up, definitely.
No, what we do is we clean it, and as we're leaving, the painting just happens to disappear while we clean it.
yeah, there you go.
Let
okay.
me just sweep the painting real quick.
Dust it off.
Listen, these things are also improvised weapons. It's fine.
Exactly.
I have 3 points to improvised weapons.
All right, so you get some janitorial supplies to bring with you. Is there anything else you'd like to bring?
Clipboard.
Clipboard. Okay.
I mean, I did claim it like a toolkit.
Yeah, toolkit, sure. Like, are we talking
That's
like wrenches and screwdrivers and stuff like that?
Probably.
Okay. Yeah, there'd be something like that on a sub, I would think.
Mm-hmm.
Cassidy probably actually would have done it at her warehouse, but she probably would have grabbed a like a mechanics kit style thing.
Sure.
I think that's it.
Okay. So you guys get a bunch of tools. You got everything from like, ratchets and drills and whatever you need. Whatever presumably you might need. I feel like you guys we're smart enough to sort of be able to plan accordingly. And is the plan to like throw it in a car and drive over there?
That is the plan.
Okay. All
See
right.
if we can have Derrin disguise the SUV as like a work van.
Or, we could just find a work van.
Yeah, we could.
Look, the less I have to use this, the less like chance there is that I
All right, we'll drive
crap
to
out
a
of powers.
parking lot, find one, and I'll steal it.
All right.
I'm new at this. We need to save the energy.
So you're gonna go
Oh,
steal a work van, Tank?
Gotta go steal a work van.
All right. Sure. Make this would be like an observation or something roll to see how quickly like you can find one.
Perception.
Sure. Okay. Savvy success. So maybe like a block or two from the park. Like maybe it doesn't take you long, maybe 10, 15-minute walk tops. I mean, you got to walk out of the park. But yeah, you see one like parallel parked on the side of the road by some government building. It's got a ladder on the top of it and it's unmarked. There's nobody in it. It's like a big white, almost like square Astrovan kind of thing. The back of it has no windows, but it does have a door on the back of it. No sliding doors. And then just like the driver and passenger door.
Okay. That'll do.
Sure. How are you
That'll
planning
be
on
big.
stealing it?
Let's see. Mechanics roll in my lockpicking kit.
Sure. Yeah, so you walk up to the side of this thing. Make a stealth roll
Cassidy
too.
assist.
Okay. Stealth roll.
Cassidy can assist if you follow him.
And then mechanics roll.
You'll
with
have
an
to-
assist.
You'll get a +1 with your mechanics. Cassidy, you'll have to make a stealth check.
Would Dink be
Yeah,
okay
it's
with
all
that?
stealthy.
She would ask first.
How sneaky are you? Is right in broad daylight.
I don't have a skill for it.
I can do it myself. It'll be all right.
Okay.
Wait, what exactly is happening?
He's
I'm
stealing.
stealing this van.
He's stealing
Oh,
a van.
gotcha.
Okay.
And I'm re-rolling.
All right.
Ooh,
spend,
nice.
spend an influence point to re-roll the major failure.
Why are my dice so bad tonight?
So you got a savvy success on spotting the van and savvy on sneaking up to it,
There we go.
and a savvy success on breaking in. Yeah.
Finally, yes.
Yeah. So you get in the van. I'll since mechanics skill, I'll let it apply also to like hot wiring it or whatever it is you need to do. But yeah, you're relatively inconspicuous about it. Not that you really have to be too much. Like you're in uniform, so you really just don't want to. It doesn't really matter if people see you as long because you're in uniform. They won't really think anything as long as they don't like see your face. So you're probably wise about like keeping your posture in such a way that people can't see your face directly while you're doing this, and also don't notice that you're breaking into this van. But yeah, you get in, you hotwire it or whatever, the van starts up. Yeah. I mean, you look in the back and it's mostly like extension cords. There's like a couple rolls of extension cords, maybe a few small tools, but it's mostly electrical tools. Like wire cutters and things like that.
Okay.
Um,
That could be useful.
but yeah, you got yourself a van. You can drive back to the park and pick everybody up if you like.
That is the plan.
Sure. So you guys all hop in the van and
Yep.
you can head to the museum. Let's see here. We cut to you guys pulling up in a parking garage near the museum. We see the van kind of park.
Is there any parking close?
You could potentially
You
park
probably
on
need
the
to go around
street,
back.
or like pull up around somewhere around the building proper. The only reason I was putting you in the parking garage is because of what I mentioned last time, which was that's where the vents were, or there was a vent connect there. Here, I'll show you this screen.
Right. I guess we could stop there first and drop anybody that's doing the vents. Just with how we're kind of put together as a team so far, I don't know that we're going to need a huge amount of people in the vents.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys don't want to do the vent thing, you don't have to. You can always
I think
change.
Waywatcher was going to, and then
Yeah,
Um,
we
somebody
would be a
is gonna
good
be nearby
idea.
supervising.
If
Yeah, you guys already sent Waywatcher and Spot was the other one, right?
we only sent one of them.
That's right.
what?
Okay.
Yeah.
So presumably, you got a robot in there already, right?
Yeah, but we could
Yeah.
have Waywatcher kind of go in as well through the vents, just to make sure.
Yeah.
Could possibly lead Narcissa if we send Narcissa in that way. Since the
she
rest of
doesn't
us have,
disguise.
yeah.
Okay. Narcissa, are you going in through the vents?
She's fine with it if that's what they want her to do. She's just like, I'm small, but
It's more about not being seen than being small.
I can if you want me to.
I think it would be a good idea to have at least one person they have no idea about. But I think with what we currently have, I think we can get in normal-wise.
Okay. You probably fumble Waywatcher a little bit whenever Cassie first passes him to her.
Yeah, okay.
She'd just be like, "Okay, little buddy, I guess you're gonna be my eyes."
Oh, he's good at it.
Affirmative.
Okay, let's see here. Let me put you
Guess lead the way
here.
then.
Yeah, Waywatcher will walk ahead of you in the vent and light the way, and also direct you which way to go at intersections.
Unless he needs the light, he doesn't.
Oh
really
yeah,
need it.
you can't see. Yeah, never
I wonder
mind.
if he like flicks it on for a little bit and then like sees her advantages and then it's just like, oh.
Yeah. All right.
I
Fair
mean,
enough.
he can still tell her which way to go.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, as far
Yeah,
as,
it
like,
just
the
doesn't
little
need the light.
Okay, let me grab Waywatcher's token and bring him over here. Okay. All right. And the rest of you, are you just going in the front door? Like, what's the plan here?
Well, we're in the back in the garage. Wouldn't there be an elevator that would lead to like a maintenance area somewhere down here?
Yeah. I mean, there'd be an elevator that would probably go to a lower level. You could either take to like a main entrance, or if you go one level lower, maybe you can go to like a basement maintenance area. But there probably is like a special key required to go down there. It's probably like a secure area if it's like a specifically for the museum. Like you'd probably have to have like an employee badge or something to scan in the elevator if that was the case.
Perception check to see if anybody left theirs in their car.
So you're just gonna like check random cars in the parking garage and hope somebody forgot theirs. Well, nobody's there right now, right? Presumably.
I mean, but you would assume there would be some employees there.
Yeah.
You've got
Well,
curators.
I guess there could be the real janitorial staff, maybe some security staff. Yeah, okay. Make a roll. I'm gonna say -1. Both for lack of employees, and if it's security, they should know better than leave their employee ID in their car, especially if they have to use it to enter the museum.
I want to help.
That's fair.
Okay, you can help. Sure. You have skill and perception, I'm assuming?
I have observation.
That works. So I give you a +1 to the roll.
Cool.
Okay, success.
Find a key at least.
Yeah. So yeah, you're walking through the garage for a little while. It's kind of taking a bit too long. But yeah, you see like a lanyard, like on a card with like a magnetic stripe sitting in the back of a car in the garage. It's probably a like a Lincoln, like a Lincoln sedan 4-door town car or something.
Okay. First thing, is the door locked?
Yeah, you go to try the door, it's locked.
Do I notice any blinking inside of the car that would indicate that there is an alarm?
Well, it's a Lincoln. So yeah, you look on like in the window, and there's a clear red blinking light like near the dash. Yeah.
Is it the kind of Lincoln that has the keypad on the side of it with the 4 numbers?
I don't know. Let me see. Let me check an image, because I'm thinking of a family member's car. I don't see one, but it is a newer Lincoln, and they may not make them anymore. I don't know. They may not make the keypads like that anymore. I have no idea, but I remember the keypads you're talking about. I tell you what,
Okay.
roll me a D2. D1, they don't. If you roll a 1, they don't have it. There's no keypad.
Here.
Not recognizing the command.
What? Really? /roll space 1D2.
Ah, there we go.
Oh, well, you didn't roll it right.
Sadly, take Danks.
Well, he didn't roll it
Oh
right.
yeah, no wait, that's a
didn't do it
1.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got a 2.
So you don't put a space between the 1 and the D2. Like it's all like you just space between roll and. But yeah, Maury rolled a 2. Maury rolled it right. I'll count hers. So there's
You got a keypad.
there's a keypad.
Cool. Perception roll to see if the numbers are worn enough that I could guess the code.
Yeah, I mean, so you can try. I think at most it'll give you the numbers that are used in the code. And you'll have to roll like a savvy or better, I think.
Okay. Jesus Christ! Come on,
It's a
man.
major failure.
Dang.
Let's re-roll that. My influence points. No.
This is what you get when you brag about them.
Success. Are we gonna leave it at a success, or are we gonna try for better?
I don't have enough points and there's shit coming up.
Just leave it.
No, I'll make a memory. I've got plenty of those.
You can only do that before you roll.
Correct.
Fair enough. Shit. Yeah, I'll leave it.
Okay. So maybe you're kind of familiar with these cars. I think it's usually like 4 digits at least. You're able to make out two buttons that are worn more than the others. And it's like a 5 and a 7.
Let's see.
Everything okay, Dank?
Yeah. Factory default security code. My grandpa had one of these. Yeah, it's not fair. Dank probably wouldn't know this knowledge.
Why don't I just have Freddie and Bonnie take it out of the garage and smash it up?
You think nobody's gonna notice that?
Not for a while.
Well, if you think so, we can go with that.
Up to you. How bad do you want that key?
Pretty bad. Yeah, have him do it.
Bonnie, Freddie! Got your new toy!
Yes, mother. Toy.
You see that little key card in there?
Yeah, he leans down and looks into the car. He like points at it.
That. This thing.
We need you to take your new toy out so that way nobody hears the alarm, but we need the key card inside.
Alarm. What do you mean?
Loud noise. You know how sometimes those, like, the police have the big flashy siren noise?
It makes a fist with its hand and pulls it back like it's gonna punch the window of the car.
Not in here.
I don't understand.
Take
How
it
am I supposed to
outside.
get it?
Take it outside the garage and do it outside. You gotta go hide it first.
Bonnie, can you lift from that side?
The other robot goes to the other side of the car. And they lean down and on each side of the car, and there's a pause. They put their hands under like the frame, and they just start to lift. Let's see how well you built these guys.
Watch them just drop.
Derrin
the
is just for
fucking
sure
car.
face palming over here in the corner.
Yeah, Naela is visibly stressed.
Dank is slightly disappointed in himself.
I'm gonna give a -2 because they're picking up a car, but they get a +1 because there's 2 of them.
So it's -1.
Yeah. That's a critical success. They lay down and they just pick up this car. Like it. They don't seem to strain at all or anything. It's actually kind of shocking how strong they are. Yeah, and they start to carry it towards the exit of the of the
All the better to strangle their friends.
parking garage. Yeah. 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 Um,
Oh no, mother, we broke her.
Not the first time she's heard that.
Come on, Bonnie, let's take it outside to play.
They start carrying it towards the door. They're probably like walking down the ramp. You know, they have to go down, maybe down a couple stories or whatever. So there's just these two giant robots carrying this freaking car through the garage till they get to the exit. Now, you said to take it somewhere to hide.
Yeah.
It's quite. I'm not sure where they would go to hide the car. Like, there's probably a lot of people. It's it's middle of a downtown-ish area. So unless you got something in mind, I can't think of a place.
I think Cassidy would also follow.
Yeah. Okay.
Would there have been like a back alley or something that they passed?
Yeah. You could probably find an alley nearby. That makes sense.
Yeah, she'd have directed them towards like a back alley nearby.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So it probably takes a little while, but yeah. They carry the car out of the parking garage. You find a back alley within a few blocks radius, and probably within a block radius of the parking garage. There's like a spot you can take it to. Okay. And yeah. So we get there, and Freddy says,
Is this spot okay? Make noise while we play.
Yep. Just try not to draw too much attention to yourself, okay?
they drop the car. There's like a loud crashing sound as the car like lands on the ground. The shocks give. The car like rocks back and forth for a moment, and Freddy looks at Bonnie and says,
"All right, Bonnie, are you ready to play? This should be fun."
He pulls back a hand and he smashes the window. And of course, the alarm goes off immediately. Just brr, 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 like just going nuts. And he smashes the window and he basically just like starts to climb into the car, but he only can get like the upper half of his torso in. And he's quite large. But yeah, you can grab the key, no problem. And when he's pulling himself out of the door, he basically rips the door off of the side of the car. And then just like, instead of like pulling the door up and off of himself, he just like breaks it and like throws it to the side. And then he delicately holds up the key, like the key lanyard, and says,
"Well, we have a toy. Now, how do we play with that?"
This is what I needed. But y'all are free to play with the rest of it if you want.
They look at each other for a moment, and then they look back at you and they say,
"That's fine with us. The rest of it was more fun anyways. Need crunching sounds."
And yeah, like he grabs the door, rips it off, and throws it across the alleyway. Bonnie like jumps on top of the car, and the roof like smashes in.
I love these stupid robots.
Yeah. They're doing that thing where like, I don't know if you've ever been to like, I don't know. I remember one time when I was younger, I went to like a metal show, and they had like a junk car, and you'd pay like $5 and they give you like a baseball bat or a sledgehammer or something, and you could just go nuts on the car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a rage room or something.
Yeah, kind of like that. Yeah.
They're having a fucking blast.
Yeah, so they're just smashing the crap out of this car. The alarm's going off for a few minutes, but after they like smash in the front of the car a bit, the alarm kind of like wanes to a stop, to where it eventually just stops making noise. Yeah. And they're smashing this car in the alley. While that's happening, there's a guy who like walks by the alley, smoking a cigarette, and like turns and looks down the alley, and he sees these two robots just like smashing the crap out of this car, and they stop and they look at him, and for a second their eyes meet, and his eyes just go. The guy's eyes just go really wide. And he takes a long drag off the cigarette, and then he like keeps walking, but a lot faster this time.
Why?
It's Wyatt. Yeah, it's Wyatt. Yeah.
Wait.
Oh,
Why
no.
does
Oh,
that
goodness.
sound like Derrin from Uno?
Oh yeah, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why he'd be in Cleveland. But yeah, it could be.
Poor
Could
Wyatt, man.
I mean, it is cancerous.
be. Yeah. All right.
No, not dealing with this. Nope.
Yeah. Yeah. Just like, am I going crazy? Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm having
I'm
flashbacks.
not high enough on nicotine for this.
I feel like I'm taking crazy pills.
So, are you gonna leave the robots to just like wreck this car while you guys are robbing the museum? Is that the plan?
Yeah, she would let them know, tell them once they're done to take the license plate. She would like point it out, tell them to take that, and then meet them back in the car park where they left.
Okay.
Honestly, seems like a good way to keep them occupied.
Yeah. It's probably a lot better than bringing them in the museum.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. So you make a note to have them remove the license plate and bring it with them.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. Yeah, they agree. They agree to do that.
Yes,
And they say,
mother.
Our problem, Mother. We'll bring you the license plate so you can have a toy also. Thank you so much for letting us have some fun.
And they
I'm sorry
continue.
it's been so boring for you guys.
They'll
Oh my god.
they continue
But
smashing the
once-
car up.
Yeah, once she's sure that they're thoroughly entertained, she'll like jog run back to Dank and the others.
Sure.
She knows they've been waiting, like, I have the card.
Yeah, so yeah, she shows back up with the card, folks.
All right.
Yeah, so you get in the elevator, you swipe the key, you go down to lower level. Door opens. And yeah, it's like a maintenance area, like an underground entrance kind of thing for like the staff. Door opens up and you're looking down a hallway and there's a guy standing there getting ready to hop in the elevator wearing
Brandish my clipboard.
yeah, he's wearing janitorial clothes.
Similar to what we're wearing?
Pretty similar, yeah. Pretty dang close. He's got a name tag on. And his name says Daniel.
One more time.
Daniel.
Okay.
And he's got like a ball cap on, and he's also carrying a like a bag on his shoulder, like a backpack on one
Hey,
shoulder.
Ramblin.
Yeah.
What was the name on the key card?
Yeah, you look at the key card in your hand and you see the name Daniel Simmons.
Son of a bitch.
God damn.
Does it have a face?
Yeah, does it have a picture on it?
Yeah, there's a picture of the dude you're looking at. Yeah.
No, there's not anymore. I'd like to change that picture to Dank.
And change the name to Scruffy.
No, yeah. I'll change it to whoever matches your thing there.
All right, make a roll.
No, like Cassidy is like mildly panicking, like looking at Dank and Derrin, and just now car.
He's about to go looking for his car. Yeah, he's about to be like,
Yeah.
"Wait, where's my car?"
Poor guy.
You can use your Dreamlander powers to change the card though. If you
Yeah, that was the plan.
Make a roll.
Where exactly? Oh yeah, Dream Shape. There we go. Making sure it was a 3.
Yeah, no problem. All right.
Not my best work, but not horrible.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little scuffed. Like the card maybe looks a little worn out or dirty or something. But you know, these guys they're probably pretty rough with some of the
That's
equipment.
fine.
Yeah.
It sells the fantasy.
Yeah. So he kind of like instinctually like glances down at the card in your hand and gives a nod, and he kind of like furrows his brow for a second as he goes to like pass you guys to step onto the elevator. And he goes, wait, were they sending more staff in today?
Well, of course, you didn't think you'd be down here doing this by yourself, did you?
Well, I thought the other guys. Oh, you know what? Actually, make a persuasion check, Darren.
Fast talking.
Yes. What else you got?
I have fast talking, and then I have, let's see. It's a good one. Deceit. Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Good gracious.
There's a lot of.
I mean, I'm not
failures.
keeping that, so reroll.
Okay, all right. Spend your influence point. Reroll. A lot of those popping up today for some reason.
What critical fails?
Major failures. Yeah. Okay, success.
I will
success.
take that.
All right. So yeah, he's like, oh man, he kind of shakes his head and he's like, man, they must really want to get this place clean for this event or whatever.
Well, of course they do.
Yeah, he kind of nods and he gets on the elevator and he starts to pat his body like looking for his key, and he's like, wait, oh man, I followed Jim in. Oh, I must have. Would you mind? And he kind of gestures to the scanner.
Dank's all like, yep, gotcha. And he scans the thing and presses the key.
Cassidy,
Make
like,
sure you remember your.
Cassidy hisses at Dank. His car.
Are you trying to do that stealthily?
Yes.
All right, make a stealth roll.
I'm
Oh
going to
my
make a
god.
memory.
Okay,
I'm
you're
going
gonna
to
make
burn
it.
the points to make a memory.
All right, you can do that. You can make a memory. Do you know what the memory is, or do you want to write it later?
I have a.
Could Dank help by distracting the dude while he is like doing the card, since he has distraction as a skill?
He could.
Yeah.
I have like a rough idea of how I want it to go.
Okay. Either or, like, if you make a memory, obviously Dank doesn't have to help you.
Oh yeah. Okay, I didn't hear the memory part.
But yeah, feel free to tell us the gist of the memory whenever
Yeah.
you're ready.
I remember watching as the Enki strolled into my city, pretending to be okay with it as they walked straight into my halls. Their complacence, maybe not complacent, I'm gonna say the right word.
Disregard.
Maybe? Crap.
Callousness.
Maybe. And they think that they can't do any wrong.
Conceit.
Yeah. Their conceit to think that they can just walk anywhere. I'll put them through their paces. We'll find out where their loyalties will lie.
Yeah. Okay. Good stuff. All right. So yeah, you make memory. You're quiet enough that only Dank hears you. Dank swipes the card. The guy's kind of like, oh, thanks. I don't know. Must have left it in my car following coworkers in.
Yeah, no problem, Dan.
he nods. He says, well, place is pretty much spotless already, so don't get too bored. And then the elevator doors close.
Start to close. Before the doors close all the way, I warn him, hey, be careful out there. There's been a string of carjackings lately.
Oh, gosh.
God. God. Oh, no.
Oh, gaslight gatekeep, girl boss.
Yeah, he's like, that's just, the media trying to play things up, get everybody scared for no reason. I'm sure it'll be
You
fine.
can never be too safe.
Yeah. So sure, you gaslight him right before the door closes. Okay. So you guys are in the maintenance area. Was that Cassidy making a memory there?
Yes.
Okay, I was just making sure.
Narcissus in the vents.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, wait a second.
Narcissus doing her best not to go thump thump.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh God! I hope White Watcher doesn't accidentally take her over a one that goes vertically.
He just climbs up it, and she's like, "Conk." Wait a second.
There's a giant fan at the bottom. Yeah, maybe we see you guys like stepping forward to walk into the to the museum, and then we cut to Narcissa in the vent. And we see you crawling. Narcissa, make this would be like I guess some kind of athletics check. You've been climbing around for a few minutes in here.
All I have is steady hands.
Okay.
That'll help
Won't
me.
Yeah. Steady hands, sure. I'll allow it. Okay. So yeah, we cut to you, and you're like hanging on to a ledge in the vent that's like a vertical drop, and you're like pulling yourself up, and you're feeling for where to go, and we see like Waywatcher ahead of you as you like pull yourself up over this ledge into a vent to continue forward. Waywatcher says,
It seems our directive is 40 yards this direction. How are you holding up?
It's a little more physical than I expected it to be.
Yeah, Waywatcher just like climbs up the wall onto the ceiling and then down the other wall on the vent really quickly. Like does like a circle or like a flip kind of thing right in front of you. You can't see him doing this though. You can
You
hear
can hear him though.
You can hear the clink noises. You might be able to feel the vent jostle slightly.
Yeah.
And Waywatcher says,
Don't worry, Waywatcher is here to help. Is there any way for me to render assistance?
You're an interesting little bot. I can see why Cassidy likes you.
yeah, he kind of like looks at you, the sort of like camera thing on it, jostles slightly, like zooms maybe. And it says,
Thank you. Now, would you like to proceed?
Like her head hangs a little bit on her shoulders. Yeah, let's get going.
Just this way.
yeah, we see him continue walking in the vent. We see you push forward and you come to like an area where you can kind of see down through the vent. And you see like a entryway, like we see an entryway. You don't see anything. We see an entryway to the museum, like where some of the art might be put up on walls, or like there might be a few display exhibits. And there's a couple people walking around. We see like a janitor here and there. Maybe they're like still mopping or sweeping in that area. And we see like a security guard or two by the door. And Waywatcher says,
We're going over a room where I'm detecting some signals. Best to keep quiet, if possible.
I'll do my best.
we see him like carefully walk around this sort of like this vent opening that you can see down into the room from. Make a stealth check.
I don't have anything as Narcissa.
We'll just be a normal roll then. Success. All right.
Or could be a memory. Yeah.
Yeah, or you can make a memory. All right, so yeah, we see you're able to keep pretty quiet, and now that you're kind of moving along flat, it's not quite as difficult. But yeah, you don't get spotted. Nobody hears you. You sneak by this room just fine.
She probably does like an army crawl anyways.
Yeah. And we see you crawl through the vent and crawl past this vent area, and Waywatcher says,
Good. Now, we're almost there. Just a little bit farther.
Like Nibiran?
What?
She's going, thank Nibiru.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so we see you guys continue onwards. We cut to the rest of the team. Let's see here. All right, so we cut back to you guys who are walking through this maintenance area into the museum. What are you guys doing? What's the plan?
I'm probably gonna consult the like blueprints that I have to see exactly where we need to go from here.
Sure. All right. Are they on your phone, or you have like a paper on you?
I think I have a physical copy. I probably would have it like out on my clipboard.
Oh, okay, yeah, fair enough. All right. So yeah, you look down at your clipboard to look at the layout. And yeah, you can see a couple things, like a couple hallways. The storage room you're looking for is up a level. It's down a hallway. It's just past the, it'll take you past the main room, but you won't walk directly through it. You'll walk like alongside it. and sort
Okay,
of like
that's
around
fine.
it. And it'll take you down like a back hallway, and then the storage area should be a room off of this back hallway.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I relate the directions to everybody, and yeah, pretty much we'd just be headed in that direction.
Alrighty. Just a sec here.
Keep an eye out for guards or things like that. Mostly guards.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you walk past the sort of main room, and you can kind of like see into it. And you see a couple janitorial staff, and there's 2 security guards standing by the door. They both look pretty bored. And they're not looking in your direction. They're looking outside when you walk by the room. The other janitorial staff in there, they're cleaning, sweeping, mopping, something like that. Yeah, you walk. Basically, none of them look up at you as you like, walk by the room. You've gone up a level already by this point. And yeah, we see you turn down the hallway that goes towards the sort of like storage area. And as soon as you round the hallway, you see 2 guards standing near the door to the storage room. And the hallway is like a 4-way intersection. So like you come up, if you turn left, it goes towards like the storage room, and you can kind of see around the corner. There's 2 guards down there. And then it continues on straight where there's nothing. There's nobody down there. There's probably another couple rooms, offices, that kind of thing. And then to the right, maybe it goes to like another. It goes down a few feet, and it goes to like another stairwell that goes up or something like that.
Okay. Is there like because sometimes in places they'll have like rooms with like numbers to them. It's like they're like a storage number or like room number to the storage area, basically.
Sure. It's gonna be storage room. Let's see here. It's listed as storage room 113.
Okay. That's fine. It's just one of those things where it's like usually things are like the 101 is like their floor number, so I would figure that might be 213
Well,
or something.
it is
but either way.
technically on the first floor because you came in the basement and then you went up a level.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Right.
that makes sense. I didn't know whether I couldn't tell if it was above or below the museum was the parking garage. Okay, that makes sense. Cool. I would like to use my Dreamlanders shit again to make one of the blank pieces of paper on my clipboard into a like the Doctor
maintenance
Who / cleaning order for this particular supply closet.
A cleaning order for this particular
maintenance / cleaning, like, you know, something like that.
Okay. Yeah, like you guys are sent in to clean this specific room. Okay.
Yeah, like, sure, this place doesn't, like, and include in there, like, this place does not get, like, much traffic, but does have important art pieces that need to be kept in clean environment.
Yeah, like maybe they're pretty particular on the procedure of cleaning this room. Like certain chemicals can't be used or something like that. That makes sense. Sure, yeah. Let's make a roll. Okay. Success.
Yeah, I'll take that for now.
All right. Yeah, you're able to get some paperwork up It'll do.
I kind of like run my hand across it and like words like squiggle onto the page.
Yeah. I like that. Okay. Sure.
And so I'll pretty much just walk confidently up to these security guards and say, okay, well, we need to get in there.
Yeah, the one guard is like an older guy. He's kind of rotund. And he kind of like looks down his nose at you. He says, "What, you need to get in here?"
Yes, that is what I said.
What for?
Cleaning and maintenance.
Oh, really? I thought they had just cleaned this room. All right. You got the paperwork?
Yep, right here. Show him the clipboard.
Yeah, he glances at it, and you can tell immediately, like, he doesn't even really read it. He just, like, sees something familiar.
The room number.
Yeah, and it's just like, all right, whatever.
Maintenance, cleaning, blah, 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 113, blah, blah, blah. Okay,
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just like, he doesn't even really care. He's like, all right. And he like,
He's ready to be done with this job.
he grabs
Weeks
his,
away from retirement.
yeah, he grabs his badge and swipes it at the door. And there's a beep. And then he opens the door for you and holds it open. The other guy is just like standing there. He like checks his watch.
All right, thank you. We'll be back out in a little while. Hopefully everything stays nice and boring for you guys. Well, wouldn't say boring, but hey, at least you don't have anything too exciting supposed to happen here.
Yeah, well, never is anything too exciting, but you know how it is. Always gotta be ready.
Yeah. Hard to be in a place like this where nothing's going to happen, but oh well.
Hey, at least it's safe, right? Could be worse. Could be worse.
Exactly.
Gigs. Yeah, he nods. He says, all right, well, when you need back out, just give us a knock. We'll let you out.
Got it, barber surgeon.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
you
we'll
guys
head on in.
You guys are welcome to walk on in to the storage room. Let me pull you guys over here. So when you walk in, everybody make, well, let's get a perception roll from you guys, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So yeah, you hear like a like
Oh darn! If it was hearing, I should have rolled one more. Oh well.
roll one more. Okay.
Not same.
We hear a little thump thump in the air ducts.
Yeah, like you hear something jostle from above, and then there's like it gets kind of quiet for a second, and then you hear like a wooden thud sound from across the other side of the room. You can't see where the sound's coming from, because it's like on several, like there's several rows of these big shelves with stuff just piled on top of them. So it's like all this stuff is kind of blocking your view of where the noise came from in the room, but you definitely hear like a thudding kind of sound over there on the sort of like concrete floor.
I dank and like head tilt over to the direction of the noise, like be ready.
Put my
With
hand on
me
my
and-
handgun in my pants pockets and slowly approach the area the noise is coming from.
Cassie would head in that direction too.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, we see you guys walking down these aisles. There's these big like industrial shelves, like wooden boxes and all kinds of different things on them. You you get to one row and you see a person. Like you come around the corner and there's a person standing in the middle of this aisle. And there's a long pause as this guy like looks up at you, and he's holding a mop, and he's wearing a janitorial outfit. And he looks up at you. These guys walk down the aisle. You kind of everybody freezes as you like lay eyes on each other, and he kind of nods, tips his hat at you, and kind of raises his chin.
Does he look familiar?
Yeah, that's what I was about to ask.
No, I don't think so.
All right, cool.
Do I get a feeling from him?
Is he a player? Is that what you're asking?
Yes.
Definitely.
A player?
Yeah, Derrin knows.
The simulation is like a game.
Yeah, I kind of cough to like try and get Dank's attention, I guess, and say, heads up.
Yeah, you cough, and he tilts his head, and he raises a hand to his ear.
3 shots from the silencer, rubber bullets.
Yeah, you go to shoot him immediately. All right. Be contested rolls.
Who is this guy? I'm confused.
Yeah, you don't know.
Guy that's here to steal the painting.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah, he's the other guy that's here to steal our painting.
Yeah, no, this guy's gonna have a bad time of things.
Okay, so 3 shots. Okay, so you hit him. Yeah, he sees you pull his gun. He tries to dodge at the last second, but he's not fast enough. You're faster. You catch him with at least one of the rounds. And roll a d4.
Well, with them being rubber, he's not gonna die anyways.
Oh, is it rubber
Might
bullets?
knock him unconscious though.
Yeah. Well, more just so that way Ramblin doesn't like kill him if it's a 3-year-old.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely definitely mention that they're rubber.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry. Roll a d2. Okay.
Yeah, still bad.
He goes down 2 steps. Here, let me do this.
And I put a hand over, like either a hand over his mouth or something in his mouth so that way he can't like scream.
I mean, he's not standing next to you. He's like down this aisle, like probably 30 feet. Maybe a little bit longer. I mean, there's a chance that he shoots him in the throat or something. He is wounded.
Be aiming center mass. If this bullet shot him in the solar plexus, it'd still knock him out from 30 feet.
Or at the very least, knock his breath out.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So like, here's what I would do. Can you do something to help him not make noise? What would you do? Would you run up to him and try to do something? Because he's potentially gonna try to return fire or yell for help at this point.
Either like punch him in the throat or gag him or something.
Yeah, punch him in the throat. Like if I hit him anywhere near like the lungs or stomach, and you punch him in the throat, he's gonna try to take a deep breath of air and knock himself out.
Yeah, this will be another turn, so you can try to punch him in the throat here. He's gonna get a turn here, and Dank can presumably have another turn here. Like this is the next round. So yeah, if you want to, I'll say yeah, you can run up and punch him. He's also gonna get a chance to shoot, and he's probably gonna shoot whoever the most obvious threat is. Dank did just shoot him with something, but if you're running at him, he might just shoot you.
Very quickly,
have
does
a
it look
-2.
like his gun has a silencer?
This guy's gun?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. So he reaches into his. He goes to pull. No, it doesn't have a silencer. It's a regular gun.
Okay.
I
Danger.
really wish we were given guns.
With my action, can I try and like do some
Dreamlander.
Dreamlander stuff? Yeah, for sure you can.
Yeah, I'd like to try and make this room soundproof,
Okay.
Ooh.
if that at all makes sense.
I think it does. It does make sense. Go ahead and make the roll for that.
Yeah, I'm
Almost
about
put like
to.
a silent spell on the area.
Nice.
Holy shit!
Hell yeah.
Okay. Give yourself
Oh
a
my
give
god!
give yourself a +1 to this skill. It does go higher than 6
I
dice.
was about to say, I seem to remember it did go higher.
Yeah. So that's a critical success. Not only did he roll 3 4s, he rolled 5 out of 6 dice, which is pretty dang good. Okay. Yeah, the room is silent proof. Not only that, but he kind of like instinctively goes to scream out and his voice is muted. Like you can see his mouth move,
Nice.
but no noise happens.
Frickin' silence spell.
Is it just this guy, or is there other people
There-
in here with him?
There could be other people. We don't know yet. We've only seen this guy so far.
Yeah, but thankfully they won't be alerted.
I would like to see if there's anyone else in this room.
All
That
right.
was my action.
You're gonna have to separate yourself from the group because basically you're gonna need to go look down some other aisles, and right now the whole group is basically looking down this one aisle, and you can't see anybody on this aisle, like anybody else. But you're gonna have to like sprint away from the group a little bit. Like you're gonna have to put some distance between you and them to check.
Yes, I am
And-
aware.
Okay.
Yeah, Enigma and Amagine will go with you.
All right. So the three of you are gonna move. I'll just put you in a different spot on the screen so that we can keep track.
Yeah.
You're not right next to these guys for now.
Do I see them starting to break away from the group?
Yeah. You'd be able to see that.
Kind
That's
of like gesture to them to grab stuff out of my back pockets. I've got the 2 other handguns I took from the agents in that stairwell in there.
You could probably toss it towards them, but I don't know if any sound will get out right now.
Nah, that's fair. I just throw handguns at people. Good thing the safety's on.
We assume you're
Yeah, you can. Okay, so you can toss them the guns, but it's gonna take your action this round.
Give me the gun.
Yeah, I'll toss them the guns. I'd rather not them end up running into other people and being unprepared.
Okay, so Derrin's taken an action. Dank's taken action. We have, and the other 3 are using their action to move to look for more people. And then we have Cassidy and the guy who's just been wounded. Cassidy's trying to punch him. He's going to try to shoot you as you're running toward him. I'm going to
Since
give...
he's wounded, he's going to have a minus.
Yeah, he's going to have a minus because of the wound. I'm also going to give him a minus because he's not far enough where it's like impossible for you to close the gap. So basically, he's going to get a minus for shooting in melee range, essentially.
I have evasion. Would that help me?
If you're trying to dodge, but your action would be to dodge and not to fight him.
Punch him.
Yeah.
Okay. I'd rather try to hit him.
Okay. Then it'll be a contested check. That's
Hit
fine.
the wrong button.
That's fine. We can total it up.
Eight,
His is
14.
So you got a 14. He got a 10. So
I'm not trying to kill him.
okay. You're knocking him out. Like fight's over now.
Yeah.
How do you end it?
Throat punch.
Throat punch.
All right. You just like throat punch him. Yeah. So you just run up to the guy. He pulls his gun. He goes to fire, misses you. There's no sound. So we just see like a chunk of a box nearby just like explode silently. And then you run up and you like punch him straight in the throat. He grips his throat, clearly like making like choking, gurgling sounds, but we can't hear anything. And then he falls to his knees. And then his appearance changes. The uniform is wearing shifts as like a liquid running across the surface of his body, and it changes to that of a soldier, like wearing some military gear. Oh, I have you guys on the wrong screen this whole time. What in the world?
Oh.
Okay, I'm so sorry, you guys. I've had you on a different screen in my mind since we've been in the stock room. So here, let me put you on the right screen.
Oh.
I'm so
Here you go.
confused.
Oh, there we go. I mean, it's fine. It's fairly similar, so it's not a huge deal.
My bad, you guys.
See, I was wondering, I was like, did I need to refresh? Because I know you said you were going to
Like
split
things
the
didn't
party,
move.
and
Yeah.
nothing moved.
I thought I moved you guys, but I didn't. I was
Yeah.
looking at the
Get
wrong
so
We
screen.
talked
lost
about, like,
in the
we just
scene
stayed and
mentally.
stuff and nothing changed, and I was just like,
Oh, roll 20.
That's my bad. Yeah, so like, yeah, he falls to the ground, knocked out, unable to get proper air with his throat closed in by your fist. Yeah, he goes out cold. The rest of you who went to look, Naela and Enigma and Amagine, make like perception, observation type rolls.
There you go.
Heck yeah. Give yourself extra +1 memory for that.
Oh, shit.
Oh no.
At least there was no
Hold,
ones.
hold, please. I'll spend it influence.
I mean, you've got 2 other people that succeeded, though. You might just want to save it.
You might, yeah. The other 2 are
Okay,
good.
fair.
Plus, that's not even like that's not really a bad fail.
True, yeah. Could be a lot worse.
It's
Could be like
the
a major,
weakest fail.
yeah, it could just be like it's not even a fumble, but it could be like a fumble or major failure or critical failure. All those would be worse for sure. Also, it's like all 3s, so it's like literally if any
Just
one of those were
barely.
one die higher.
Right? You got the closest to like succeeding that you could have without getting it.
yeah, literally.
So close yet so far.
But yeah, it's fine. I mean, you're all sort of like running together, looking down these aisles. Enigma and Amagine spot something pretty quick. As let's see here, as you get to one aisle, you see a few people in the middle of like opening a package. 2 of them are janitorial staff. One of them looks like a researcher, like a museum staff, wearing like a button-up shirt with like a tie and probably some dress slacks with a belt, maybe a blazer, some glasses, kind of a nerdy looking guy. And they've just pulled this like box down off of one of the shelves in this aisle, and they're in the middle of opening it. When you like approach from the aisle, they stop and they look up at you, and then they look at each other really quick. But yeah, like Amagine, you definitely see them first, then Enigma, but you're able to point it out to Naela pretty quick. Like Naela's moving so fast that she almost just runs by the aisle, but maybe like one of you reaches out and grabs her and stops her.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do?
I mean, I assume we shoot at them.
Yeah.
Pew, pew, pew.
Is that the plan?
How many guns did you give us, Dank?
Let's see. There's 2. I gave you 2.
I So Naela probably has one. We'll say Amgene has the other. And Enigma's got some goddamn melee, like improvised melee going on, so they could probably run up
Yeah.
and like beat some ass
Okay.
with like a fucking wrench.
Yeah.
If you can't dodge a wrist, you can't dodge a ball.
That's true. I could throw the wrench. Yeet.
All right. So
Oh.
I did almost kill a Dreamlander with a stapler.
Yeah.
you've got those two shooting, and then you're going in melee.
We'll see. We'll resolve shooty shooty bang bang and see how those rolls go. And then, yeah, depending on how those rolls go, we may
Possibly
either
throwing
use a
things.
wrench or run in and just bonk.
I take it it's contested.
It's gonna be contested, yeah, because they're gonna shoot back. Okay, so it's here's what we'll do. We got two people shooting on each side. So do you want to just have them shoot at each other? Like Naela shoots at one guy, Amgene shoots at the other guy, and then both of those guys are shooting back at the two of you.
Yeah, that makes
Probably
sense.
the easiest way to resolve that, yeah.
Okay,
All right.
so contested
going
checks. You want me to go first, or you want?
Yep.
Okay, so here's the first guy shooting at Naela. Here's the second guy shooting at Amgene.
I'm really scared.
Yeah, it's kind of a okay. So
Success!
Amgene hits. Roll a d4. Here's what it looks like too when these guys shoot. So these are like janitors holding mops, right? They see you guys come in the aisle. You all raise your guns. They raise their mops and point them at you.
Assault rifles.
I'm
Fucking
gonna
stupid.
re-roll my 1 and my 2.
Okay.
What's the thing again?
You gotta-
slash
Flash roll space 2d4, I guess, if you're rolling just two of them.
Right.
2d4.
So you turn it into a 1. So it goes up by 2 to a 15. So
Beats it.
well, when you tie in this game, it's not means
Lock
it.
horns.
Yeah,
right.
you lock horns.
Yeah, it's lock horns.
So we both blast each other.
Or you both miss. Like nobody takes damage. Like you both miss and you sort of like waste your turn. However, Amgene hits and knocks him down 2 body steps to wounded. He misses. But yeah, there's like a burst of fire from both of them. There's like 3-round bursts from both of these guys from their mobs.
Just fucking silent.
Yeah. Yeah.
You said there's 3 of them?
Yeah.
All right, yeah, I think Amgene's gonna just like haul ass sprint down through this like firefight to like bonk somebody.
Yeah, the nerdy guy. So yeah, you'll make a contested check against him as he turns towards you as you're running to him. It's this small little pale nerdy guy. As you're like running toward him with like a weapon in your hand. And he just raises a hand palm towards you and looks away.
Oh
like,
shit.
Looks away like he's shielding his face. And it'll be a contested roll against him. So you're making a melee. He's not using melee.
This is why I didn't use the special bullet first.
Okay.
Oh shit. Okay, interesting.
Make him re-roll the 4.
Okay.
Yeah, re-roll that.
Still a 4.
Mm.
How the fuck is that 8 dice?
He's a Dreamlander using his dream bullshit.
Yeah, he's
Oh
using dream shit.
god, gross.
Uh,
Free roll that for.
Another influence point. All right.
Yep.
Brings it to a 4. Would you like the 4? The 4 or the 4?
Damn it!
Jesus Christ, one more again.
Bro is a Wendy's. He's got that faux for faux.
One more 4.
Ow.
How much you want to bet it's Douglas?
Oh my god! What?
Jesus
Reroll
fucking
again.
All
Christ.
shenanigans.
Bullshit!
Reroll again, Cassidy says. So, all right, everybody's burning an influence point on this.
We sure as fuck are.
Okay, so it goes down by 3. Which
That was
brings
a
it
CISO point too.
which brings it below you. So here's what happens. As he like pulls the power of the dream, everything in the aisles shifts because he's taken all his power from their disguises. So the janitors turn to soldiers, same way the first guy did it after he was killed. The nerdy guy turns to Douglas, pointing his hand towards you. And there's this moment where like you're running towards him and it seems like he's getting further away, like a dream, like when you're running down like a tunnel that gets longer and longer. It's kind of like that effect at first. And it's almost like, feels like you can't get to him no matter how quickly you're running. And then you see this look of strain on his face for a second. Like at first it's focus, then it turns to strain. Then it kind of turns to sort of panic as everything warps and suddenly you're really close.
It is fucking Gorilla with a wrench.
yeah. And you clobber him. He goes down a body step. And he sort of like stumbles back. Okay. This guy was hit with bullets. Yeah, where do you hit him?
I clock him in the fucking face.
Yeah.
Let's
okay.
be real.
Yeah, so he kind of like grips the side of his face and he stumbles back a few feet. And there's blood running down his hand, dripping onto the floor. And he just like he goes to yell out something, but it's silent. he can't yell out commands or anything.
I just found the perfect meme for this.
Oh,
Yeah.
Enigma's just like grinning like a feral like gremlin. Like, yes. Oh, this is gonna be fun.
The chaos is so good. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's great. All right. So yeah, you get a piece of him. We cut away for just a second to Cassidy in the vent. You're now like over the storage room. You're looking down through a vent, watching like all this stuff unfold. You can't hear anything though. It's kind of weird. It's all silent. I'm sorry, Narcissa, not Cassidy. It's my bad. Easy mix up.
I don't hear anything.
You saying that to Waywatcher?
Yeah.
Yeah, you go to speak to say that, and no noise comes out. Oh, you can't see.
He can't hear now.
Whoops.
So you have no idea. You're just sitting in this. You're just sitting in this event, and all of a sudden you can't hear. Like you already can't see, but
Like
now it's
legitimately everything goes silent.
yeah, like even your breathing is quiet. And you have no idea that you're right over the top of all this craziness.
That also means that Waywatcher can't tell her if she's near
Nope.
a drop or something.
Yeah, he can't tell you. So what are you doing?
I would think that Waywatcher would like be able to tell that it was silent and might like nudge her instead, like, you know, do that instead of like trying to talk or, you know, communicate other ways. So that might be a way to do it, but I don't know how effective that would be.
Yeah, that might make sense.
So yeah, it's just really quiet,
You know
and you just
he-
feel like a tap on your arm.
She would look in that direction.
Let's see here. So you get a series of taps on your arm. Like when you look in that direction, you get a series of taps in a rhythm. There's a pause, and then it taps you again in a rhythm.
Is it Morse?
Do you know Morse?
I used to. It's been so long since I've actually used Morse.
Does Narcissa know Morse?
She's worked with Dank. I'd be surprised if she didn't.
It's fair.
Oh, I was about to say, we know with B Team she knows sign language, so it might be she might be rusty, but she might know it.
Make a roll. See if you know it.
I'm gonna spend at least one influence.
Okay.
The dice gods are on our side. No, dice gods say no.
Okay. So the rhythm you get is tap, tap,
Drink
tap,
more Ovaltine.
tap, 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 tap. But you don't know what it means. Okay.
Was the direction they were originally heading was forwards?
Yeah.
He's gonna go forwards. He'll be like, fuck it.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, you keep going forward. Make a normal roll. This would be. Oh, you don't have any way to know what you're crawling onto, really. This would be just This would probably be like acrobatics or something like that, but you can't really see it, so
Yep.
-1. Okay. You're fine. As you crawl forward, we see you crawl over the top of this vent, which starts to buckle slightly, but it doesn't give way. And the tapping on your arm gets more frantic. Okay, we cut away from you for now. Okay, the folks that just knocked out Dank, Cassidy, and Derrin, what are you guys doing?
I
It's
feel
always
when that
fine.
other Dreamlander did stuff.
Okay, so we'll start with you, Derrin. Can you feel when the other Dreamlander did stuff?
Because I'm technically affecting the whole area right now, so maybe it was like pulling on what I was doing too.
I think so. Yeah.
I would say that's fair.
Yeah, I would say so. You feel something pull from that direction. Yeah.
Okay, as long as this dude like looks completely incapacitated, I'm gonna try and grab probably at least Dank to start running over where the others went,
It is about
because I
time.
know like where they are. Kind of.
It is a hard out time. I was watching it about 15 minutes ago. I was like, maybe we can wrap up soon. So that's fine. So here, what I'll go ahead and do is I'll move you and Dank up here, and I'll put it in the notes.
And I'd like to like
Cassidy would follow as well.
as the last thing that
Alright.
happens, I probably want to like mime that the Dreamlander is over here. So like point towards me and then point towards where we're going. Like, Dank, get the fuck ready.
I chamber the war crime bullet and follow him.
Yeah. I think that's what we see is the evil bullet going into the gun.
There's just like this like more for the camera than it actually doing it, but we just see like this evil miasma coming up off of it as he chambers it.
Yeah.
Honestly?
I mean,
Probably.
It's got so much bad in it.
So yeah, we
this
see.
is a minus.
I love that
4
that's in
bullet.
all caps.
Yeah, the bullet.
The bullet.
So you see the group of you running that direction. We see Enigma satisfied after landing a blow. The one guy's wounded. He's already been hit by Imogene. And Douglas, like, pulling his hand from his face where he was just hit with blood on it and starting to raise his hand back towards Enigma again as we cut to credits. And that is tonight's session. I think you guys did a really good job today. I think this is a fun session. Good job, everybody. And we'll pick up,
Oh my gosh.
we'll pick up.
That was great.
Yeah. And we'll pick up next time and see what happens, how the dust settles. So thank you guys for playing. Super fun time as always. Can't wait for next week. We'll have some Force Flush D&D 5th edition Monday. We'll have, and that's our last Force Flush game for a couple weeks. We're going to be taking a break, maybe doing some one-shots while we've got a player out of town. I'll be back with some more Broken Wednesday night. And make sure, if you want to see all the crazy chaos memes, that you head over to the Discord. It's free. Here's the link. You can hop in. You can see all the chaos memes that get posted during the shows. You can ask lore questions. You can poke these guys if you want to do that. And say hey or whatever. You can also head over to buymeacoffee.com/brokendank and get this guy some NOS. Fuel him up for making more dark bullets to fire at Dreamlanders.
Just not me.
Just not this Dreamlander, yeah. And hashtag what? Hashtag not all.
Not all Dreamlanders.
Yeah.
Right on. And yeah, get him some NOS, get him some rocket fuel, get this guy fueled up, juice to the gills. And you can also head over to twitter.com/sketchingspace for all of the Enigma goodness. Say hey to Gerblin, give a follow, and check out the cool art while you're there. And you can head over to Instagram, TikTok, or coffee.com /Asawan's Designs and say hey to Joanne and say hey to her again on Monday when you see her on Forest of Flesh and check out her art and stuff. Anything else? Am I missing anything?
Nope.
All right. Well,
I don't think so.
And remember, even in the dream, you can still punch a Dreamlander.
You die in Ohio, you die in real life.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks, guys. Everyone have a great week and good night. Love you guys. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.